Hi guys, I just wanted to intro this video. I wanted to do a get ready with me and talk about where I've been and some life updates and some changes in my life, and I thought I would share them with you guys because I haven't been on social media in forever. It feels like forever. And yes, I am sick, so I do want to put a little preface in. My voice is very nasally and congested in this video, but I'm just recovering from being sick over the last week. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Okay, bye. Oh my goodness, I haven't turned my camera on in months. Well, I'm Julia and I look insane right now. Those of you who may have stumbled across this video, I'm sure you're wondering who the heck is in my subscription box. Who is this girl? Don't recognize her. I'm Julia. I've been on YouTube for about 6 years, and recently I took a really long unexplained break, I guess you could call it. So I thought I would do a little get ready with me and just talk to you guys because it's been a hot minute. So there's a lot of updates. Things have changed in my life. I feel like I've changed. So we'll kind of rehash all of the last 6 months, basically rehash the last year, and I'll talk to you guys about kind of what I've been going through and some changes that I've made in my own personal life and that I'm wanting to bring into my social media. I'm going to Shania Twain tonight, which I literally listened to Shania Twain when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So it's kind of crazy that I'm 27 now and I'll be seeing Shania. She's coming to my local venue or whatever, and it's a Sunday. So it's kind of a weird day to go to a concert, but it is what it is. I am just getting over a sickness. I'm not really sure what it was. It wasn't COVID, but essentially it was like a terrible head cold. I'm healing, I'm recuperating, I'm recovering, I'm here. So, I don't even know where to begin. I guess I can do a little synopsis of who I am in case any of you guys are new to this channel. I'm 27 years old. I have a 2-year-old golden retriever. Her name is Winnie. For work, I am an X-ray, CT, and MRI tech. And recently I just took my MRI boards, which I'll talk about that and kind of why it took me so long to take them. I'm just gonna warn you now, this video is going to be all over the place because I haven't vlogged in so long. I literally don't even know the last time I've like tried to vlog. I know the last video I posted was my birthday vlog, so that was back in April. Lots changed, been through some things, and I thought I would talk about it. If you want to know about any of the products I'm using or anything, I'll list them all below. I can't multitask for anything, so the fact I'm trying to do my makeup, talk, tell stories, keep it all straight in my head, and then add on trying to like tell you what the products are, I just can't do it. I'm just gonna set myself up for success in the end, and I will list everything down below. I'm drinking a little lemonade type of thing. Blackberry lemonade, something or other. I also apologize if the lighting changes 1,000,005 times. I know the angle's gonna change in this video, so it is what it is. We're just rolling with the punches here. So let's start back in, well, we'll start back in November of last year. So last October, November, I was supposed to take my MRI boards. I had them scheduled for the end of October, and I ended up just not taking them because I didn't feel ready. So I pushed them to January of 2023. In January 2023, I came down with COVID, so I tested positive for COVID the day before I was supposed to take my exam. So I didn't take it then, and then I just kept pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back, all the way up until I only had 1 week left to take it. Otherwise, I would have had to redo my exams. So I only took my test once. I didn't fail it or anything, but I was just lazy and I didn't want to take it. I just didn't have the motivation to do it. I really feel like I lost who I was and like my values and stuff over the last year. And I'm not blaming that on anyone but myself. Some really bad things happened between me and some people. At the time, I was a bad friend to multiple people. I wasn't surrounding myself with very good people. I was seeing a guy in late 2022, and he was just very toxic for me, and I was toxic for him, and it just didn't work out between the two of us. So I think in December is when we like stopped talking to each other of last year. And basically I just went through some things with people, and I just realized, Julia, what is going on? Basically this past summer I've kind of like figured out who I am, my values, things that I do want in friendships and relationships, and things that I don't want, and how I need to be a better person to my relationships and friendships and family. And I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. All of these things cumulatively happened over the last year, and it made me really cynical, and I started to not be a person that I was wanting to be. I went on a lot of really shitty dates after the fact and kind of decided, like, I'm giving up on this. I'm giving up on finding a guy because Bumble, Tinder, all those sites were not doing it for me. I just wasn't meeting anyone that I vibed with, and I did talk to some people for like extended periods of time and like hung out and whatever, but one of them was a person that I thought was more so a friend, and I guess I didn't really realize until he had asked me to go on like a dinner date that he had feelings for me. So I actually met him through social media. We were really good friends, and like we got along really well, and like I feel like he was the male version of me personality wise, which isn't always necessarily a good thing. That happened in probably February, I think. Him and I stopped talking and had a big falling out and stuff. So him and I were just like really good friends, and that's what I thought we were until he kind of confessed like, hey, I have feelings for you. But we ended up having a really bad falling out. Back to square one. Went back on a date. It was the end of March. I had met a guy who had dogs and stuff, and like our dogs got along pretty well. We got into like a little bit of an argument in the car after we had gotten drinks one night, and he basically got like really political with me, and I had said something and he got mad at what I said. So when we got to our destination, I was like, honestly, I'm gonna go home. I'm not comfortable with this. I do remember he said something like, I don't know what I did and stuff. And like, I fully know what I did, but like for him to not have the self-realization of like knowing the other side of the conversation that he had said to make me mad, like that was kind of like, I don't really want this in a guy. That was the final straw for me. I'm like, after this guy, I'm done. After the dog guy and I kind of stopped talking, I was like, I'm deleting all apps. I deleted all my apps. I was like, I'm done with this. No more. I posted on my Instagram story that I was looking for someone to go to this music festival with. It's in a small lake town pretty close to where I lived, like an hour away. So I posted on my Instagram that, hey, I was looking for someone to go to WeFest with me. And I get this DM from somebody that I went to high school with, literally have known him since 6th grade, and he was like, are you looking for tickets? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for tickets. Like, I don't have tickets. Are you looking to like sell them? So I was kind of thinking like, I don't know if he's looking to sell me tickets, but no, I don't have tickets. So I mean, if you're selling them, I'll buy them from you. And he was like, well, actually we have an extra ticket if you want to go with me. I've always liked this guy. Like, I've always thought he was a really great guy, like really funny. We had classes together, we graduated together. So him and I went out on a date on a Tuesday, and we had a little too much fun that night. We ended up going to like 3 different bars, and then after that we have been talking nonstop ever since. So him and I were like, we vibed so well. I would have never imagined in a million years that I would be talking to him. So anyway, we are dating. In the future, in my videos, I may like show glimpses of him, but I'm gonna choose right now to not put him in anything out of respect for his own privacy and everything like that. If you guys have been with me for the last, 6 years on YouTube, I did date a guy that I ended up living with, and I did put him on my social media and kind of like showed him in a few videos, and I really regret doing that. Not even due to the fact that, we're not together anymore. It was more so the fact that people started to try to fill in the blanks of why I wasn't showing him in videos, and if we still lived together, if I actually was even dating him, if like, people just started to assume things, and I did not like that. Because I am not, a Kardashian. I'm literally just a normal, weird girl putting her life on the internet, which is bizarre, but I'm just choosing not to put my significant other in my videos because I've been there, done that, and I regret doing it. I just want to keep this private, and hopefully people can respect that. But he literally makes me so happy. I feel like he has made me a better person and made me realize kind of those toxic things about myself that I had been putting into my friendships and my relationships that I ended up, losing over the past couple of years because of my own doing, and I've only learned and grown from that, and I hope to never put anyone through that again, and vice versa. You know, I don't want to create chaos in people's lives, and I just want to live happily, you know. So after I met my significant other, I felt like I was seeing the light at the end of the tunnel again, kind of feeling like maybe I do have a purpose again. I was kind of, you know, I was in a really dark period of my life within the last year, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful for him. That is kind of what's been going on. That was probably very chaotic. I don't even know what I said at this point. Now what do I talk about? Oh, I guess I can go back to talking about boards and stuff. So I have been working as an MRI tech over the last almost 2 years. I had to do training, obviously, learn how to, you know, use the scanner, get all my scans documented, and then I really wanted to perfect being an MRI tech and getting to know all the physics behind it, because when I was in x-ray school, obviously radiation is radiation, so when I moved on to CT, physics was really easy for me because I had already learned it. My transition into CT was very easy and seamless because it was basically just learning cross-sectional anatomy and then how those images are formed and stuff. It was very easy. Come to MRI, I was, you know, learning a whole new set of physics, and it was confusing, and I was confused, I was stressed, and a lot of stuff happened at work. We've had a lot of turnover within the last year. When I started at my clinic, 3 of my supervising techs left, moved on to completely different careers. One went into nursing school, one went into IT, and then the other is doing insurance sales. So very, very different roles. Very happy for them, wish them nothing but the best, and yeah, I've really been loving my job. I've basically taken on the role of being a lead tech there, which is crazy to me because I am so young and so new into the field. I've been in the field since 2018, so I mean, I've had experience working with patients and stuff, but I do a lot for the clinic in regards to QA and keeping everything organized. We actually just got audited by ACR, so I had to put all of that together. So I am kind of like the leading force for everything in regard to the organization of both CT and MRI. I also do x-ray, not as frequently anymore. We do have a lead tech in x-ray as well, but I don't do x-rays often. That's been a nice fun change, you know, different work stressors, and it's kind of a new learning experience for me, kind of being in that role. Just a little bit of a different stress load for me though, kind of figuring out how to navigate all of that. I have to do my eyeshadow really close to the mirror, so I'm gonna flip you. I will talk about some of the fun things that my boyfriend and I did this summer. Him and I went to We Fest together, and I met his family like the weekend after we went on our first date, which is insane. I know that sounds absurd, but him and I have literally known each other since we were 12, so probably even 11 actually, because I think you're, yeah, I'm just kidding. We've known each other since we were 11. He's like a month younger than me. I really like his family. I get along really, really well with them. All of his friends are amazing. All of their girlfriends are super nice, and I feel very welcomed into their friend group, so I'm very grateful for all of that. The one little learning curve I am experiencing with him is that he is kind of partially deaf to like high-pitched voices or like higher tones, so he has a hard time hearing me. He does have hearing aids, but he doesn't wear them. So him and I've been kind of figuring out how to navigate that, which is interesting for me because I've never had anyone in my life, apart from like elders and stuff, that are hard of hearing. So it's been interesting learning that with him. We have our struggles because I do have a higher voice and he can't hear me half the time. And fun fact, one of my biggest pet peeves is repeating myself. So being with him has really made me learn to be more patient and to not be such an ass about, you know, repeating myself. We're trying to learn some sign language together. It's not going too well, so I'll keep you updated on that. When I had done Vlogmas, maybe I mentioned that I was going to go on a solo EF trip to France, and I ended up canceling that, which actually probably worked out pretty well because of all the bedbug outbreak. It was supposed to be this last December, or excuse me, it was supposed to be this last September that I went. So hoping to eventually get to France in the next couple of years. I've always, you know, loved the language and loved to learn the language. So I'm still in the process of doing that, Duolingo, which has been fun. It's like a new little challenge now that I don't have any studying to do because I'm done with all of my boards. I kind of have more free time to figure out new hobbies and stuff, and I have something that I just recently kind of started and discovered and started implementing into my life. But I'm doing this thing called like junk journaling. It's kind of like junk scrapbooking. It's super fun. I love it. It's kind of like a little outlet for me. So basically you can save ticket stubs, you can save receipts, you can save whatever you want, and you just glue it down in a way that looks aesthetically pleasing to you. But it's kind of like a creative outlet as well as a journaling outlet for me. I've been loving to do that. If you guys want to see videos on that, I would love to. I am active on TikTok and Instagram still. I have been the whole time. TikTok is one thing that has kind of ruined YouTube for me, both as a creator and as a consumer. I don't watch YouTube anymore except for my friends' vlogs. I don't know what happened, but after I kind of started to lose interest in the things that I loved in life, I started to lose interest in watching them as well. I do want to say I'm sorry for being gone and being absent and not having an explanation, but you know, this is my life. I'm monetizing my life, which is kind of silly, but it wasn't planned to be this way. I kind of started my channel in, what would it have been, like 2016, in hopes of just documenting my life and my memories and just having things to look back on. And then when I started my x-ray program, it kind of took off into more of a business side of things where I started to gain a following. I started to get more opportunities with radiology, and I really have messed that up for myself, which is unfortunate, and I regret the last few months. But at the same time, I feel like I am the best version of myself that I ever have been. My mental health is a lot better than it ever has been, and as you lose things, you gain other things too. So I'm hoping to try and, you know, post on here more often, but I'm just trying to figure out what that is. The content I like to consume in regard to vlogs is more so like travel related vlogs or van lifers, which is all things that I'm not doing. And I think a lot of that is to escape, you know, the mundane reality. I don't know how a lot of you guys feel about that, but when I am doing a work vlog, the last thing I want to do at the end of the day is go rehash all of what happened in the day by editing it again. So I think that's the one thing I struggle with the most about the work content that people want. I would love to get back into it and showing that and stuff, but it's just gonna take me a minute to kind of figure out my footing with that and decide how I want to start doing those again. Just give me some time and some grace with discovering where I'm taking all of this. I'm not giving up on social media. I know a lot of people think that. I love all of you so much, and I appreciate you sticking around and supporting me throughout all of this. This is my first time living life too, so that's that. I don't have anything more to say. I also never finished talking about what we did this summer. We went to this brewery called Junkyard a lot this summer. That has quickly become one of our favorite breweries. We went hiking at Itasca State Park when the fall foliage was all beautiful, and we haven't really done anything like crazy for traveling wise, but I do really want to get to Minneapolis and see some of my friends down there. I have quite a few friends that live in the surrounding suburbs, so I would really like to go down there with him. He has some friends down there too, but really we've been doing a lot of things related to the lake, and we've gone to a lot of his friends get-togethers. Like last weekend we went to a Halloween party. This weekend we did a birthday party for his friend's 1-year-old son, and then we went to a Friendsgiving. So we've been pretty busy. In the end of December we are going to Cabo for a wedding, and then he is coming with me to my family's vacation in Cozumel. So my hair dryer is the Shark Flex style, which has like the round attachments and the brush and whatever, kind of similar to the Dyson Airwrap, I think. But the one thing I'm kind of disappointed in, I haven't even had this for a year, and this little hook has now broken. I mean, I can still put my finger in there and do it, but like these clips have broken. So that's a little disappointing. I'm gonna use a probably 1 1/4 inch, I don't know, curling iron to curl my hair. Let's do it. Honestly, I have no clue what to wear to this. I might just wear like a normal fall outfit. Whenever I do get ready with these, I get to my hair and then I run out of things to say. I've been also trying to get into cooking, which is very unlike me. But I've since gotten this like vegetable chopper. It has changed the game for preparation and everything. I cannot stand cutting an onion, slicing up some carrots. It just takes too long. It's not my cup of tea. Having this little vegetable cutter, so easy. I used to kind of not eat or cook with a lot of meat because it grosses me out. Like, I actually gag when I touch it. I made kind of like a chicken gnocchi soup. That was really good. I made us a pasta. I made us beef stew. Who is she? I usually don't eat beef, but I was like craving a beef stew and I made one and it was delicious. It was so good. Just found the recipe on TikTok. So the one thing I was going to mention about YouTube, I think YouTube is slowly kind of phasing out. And I think there will always be people who will post their daily vlogs and stuff on YouTube. I should rephrase that sentence. I think YouTube is changing for the vlog content. I think people have such a shorter attention span now because of TikTok, which myself included. One really fun update is that we saw Morgan Wallen at WeFest, and I was literally like 3 people away from the front of the stage. So we got in the pit somehow. His mom had pit tickets for WeFest, so we got in the pit, which is so exciting. Morgan Wallen is mine and his top artist on Spotify, and the one we most frequently listen to, so it was really cool to see him live. It was right before he shaved his head, so that was kind of a little fun moment of our summer, especially at WeFest. I just really enjoyed my time. Highlight of the summer. I'm being so slow today. Also, I just realized I didn't do the clip on this side. Oh well. I also want to know in the comments what you guys went as for Halloween. Him and I went as Ricky Bobby and Carly Bobby from Talladega Nights. I actually made my jacket. I'll put a little clip in here of what the jacket turned out like, but I just ordered felt in the jacket from Amazon. My perfect kind of Halloween is to make my costume on my own. I think people were so creative this year. I loved people's costumes that I saw on TikTok and social media. So just out of curiosity, I was wondering what you guys dressed as for Halloween this year. Winnie was a cow. She hated every second of it. I was sick from work on Halloween, so I didn't do anything. It's 4:30. I think I'm supposed to be at the restaurant at 5:30. I should probably text my friend Danielle. I actually wasn't supposed to go to this concert. She just texted me this morning and was like, hey, a mutual person that we know was supposed to go with Danielle, but she's now sick, so she couldn't go, and she was wondering if I wanted the ticket. So I thought, why not? I haven't seen Danielle in a while. It'll be fun to catch up with her and meet some of her friends. Oh, I remember the story I was gonna share. I have an ant problem in my apartment. I'm not even gonna go into detail of how many ants I've seen and how many ants I've killed, but it's been a lot. And it's disgusting. I've put out different ant traps and they don't work. I just finally got Tempo and sprayed Tempo on the baseboards and all the door entrances, and I know how toxic that can be. So when he's over at my parents, just until I know 100% that the Tempo is dried. Also, Brittany and I got a tattoo when I visited in Arizona. I don't even know if you can see it because I can barely see it. It's right there. It did not heal well at all. I don't know what happened. So I have like half of a tattoo there. So I might be able to just get it retouched up, but I don't know of any fine line artists in my area. It's just living with me at this point, and oh well. So, oh, look at the back of my hair. This is how my hair and makeup turned out. I just put some lipstick on. I'm not a big lipstick girl. I don't know, it just comes off right away, and I also just hate carrying lipstick in my bag. I used the lip plum version of the Tarte one in the color Mixed Berries. So it's a little bit of like a darker color. Beauty Guru. I like it. I just wish that there was a way to like get the lipstick back down, because the button's on the bottom, so I feel like it gets bumped sometimes in like your bag and whatever. So instead of bringing that to the actual venue, I'm just gonna do the Fenty Heat gloss in Fussy Heat. And then I'm gonna bring a tube of Aquaphor just because my lips are dry. So now I need to figure out what the heck to wear. I know for sure I wanna wear these Just Black denim jeans that I have because I like them. but I don't know about the top half because I know it's pretty chilly out. Oh, also, are you guys watching Bachelor in Paradise and The Golden Bachelor? We've been watching those two shows and I've been really enjoying it because I've never been like a big Bachelor girl, but I did watch Zach's season and now I'm hooked. So, even though I didn't like Zach, so I don't have any girlies here to watch The Bachelor with, so y'all are my girlies. Even if you're not a girl, it doesn't matter. I'll come back and show you guys when I pick an outfit. I'm done getting ready, finally. I thought I would show you guys a little OOTN. I'll start out with my jewelry. I have these hoops on from House of Harlow, I think. I got them at TJ Maxx, and then I just have my normal like Ana Luisa hoops and Maison Miru like cartilage ones. And in the cartilage over here I have like a little lightning bolt that's really cute, and then I have a little snake in one over here. I'm really into jewelry right now. Maddie Dupree, her style is I'm obsessed with her style. And then I'm just wearing this little like, I don't know what kind of cut you'd call this. It's like almost a mock neck with like wider shoulders. It's from Abercrombie, and the sides of it are kind of ruched, which is cute. Purse is from Amazon. It's kind of falling apart. She's gotten me through a fair bit of things, so we keep her around. And then these jeans I'm obsessed with right now. They just fit my body pretty well, I think. They're from Just Black Denim, and then I have ugly Nike socks on. Since it's a little chilly, I'm gonna toss on this like leather jacket situation. Forgot about my rings. This one's from Amazon, and then the wavy one I think is Ana Luisa. This one's from Orate. It's just like a little diamond ring. And then this one is also from Amazon. At the end of last fall winter season, I got these on sale. I wish the zippers were gold, but they are from Dolce Vita. Also, my phone case is this little snake one from Casetify. I actually just got the iPhone 14, which I know the 15 just came out, but I somehow ruined my last phone, which was an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It was pretty much right before the 15 came out, but I was not willing to spend that much money, so I just got the 14, and then this case from Casetify, but I actually ordered it on Amazon.